Good morning. Good morning. Welcome to the Red Deer Center for Spiritual Living. My name is Lena, and I'm so excited to see such a super big, full house, a huge crowd here today for our very, very special bowl burning ceremony. Welcome. So we'll start today with the opening affirmation, and that is in your pamphlets, your welcome pamphlets. You can come. Okay. Okay. Today, all things are made new. I choose to release old beliefs that have limited my experience of good. I know myself as unlimited possibility, ready to express life with greater joy, greater love, and greater creativity. I accept that all good is available to me, and so it is. And then we'll have our songs from Edith and our band.
We're going to start with Good Morning World, and it's on page 23, and you're all welcome to stand. Page 23 by Christine E. Smello. Good morning, world. Good morning, universe. I'm on my way to a wondrous day. I'm ready now for great and glorious things, and I'm excited. Great things are coming my way. Here comes the sun up in the sky. Here comes a bluebird passing by, and all the world awakes to say, may joy be yours today. Good morning, world. Good morning, universe. I'm on my way to a wondrous day. I'm ready now for great and glorious things, and I'm excited. Great things are coming my way. Here comes the sun up in the sky. Here comes a bluebird passing by, and all the world awakes to say, may joy be yours today. And our next song is I'd Like to Teach the World to Sing, and it's on page 42. Forty-two? 43? Sir? 43. Oh. Okay, sorry.
Close, no banana.
I'd like to build the world a home, furnish it with love, grow apple trees and honey bees and snow white turtle doves. I'd like to teach the world to sing in perfect harmony. I'd like to hold it in my arms and keep it company. I'd like to see the world as one, all standing hand in hand, and hear them echo through the hills for peace throughout the land. That's a song I hear. Let the world sing today. A song of peace that echoes on and never goes away. I now build my world with truth and know that God loves me. Trust principle to bring about all things I want loving heart, a happy thought. When sadness troubles me, a faith so strong it shall withstand all else that I may see. I live in peace and harmony, of this I can be sure. I speak thy word, and now I know that truth has set me free. That's a song I hear. Let the world sing today. A song of peace, a heaven and joy, a world of harmony.
Okay, thank you so much to our musicians and everybody standing and singing is so beautiful. So we're going to move on with the children and the word for the day. Would anybody of the children like to come up? Awesome, our little spirits. Hi. Okay, so the word for the today is excellence. Do you know what excellence is?
It means about you're drawing something and try your best to stay inside the lines.
Oh, that is definitely excellence, right? And how about you?
Do your very best to help somebody do something that they can't really get the hang of.
That is excellent.
And make them really good at it so that then they can have that talent too.
Oh, that is definitely excellence. Lovely. So both of those are right. What we have here is excellent is doing your best. It is giving your best to anything you do or any relationship you have. And when you practice excellence, you are not trying to be better than anyone else. You are trying to be the best that you can be. So, are we ready to say the affirmation? Okay, I'm going to say it first. I give my light to my world and to my work. Ready? I give my light to my world and my work. Okay, so we're going to go to Fun Day School. All right, we'll go with Mama Lou. Well, Mama Lou's there, so I would go that way. Okay, so we have some announcements. Today, January 8th, we're all gathered happily for the Burning Bowl ceremony. So here we are, and those of you at home, you could probably try to follow along with what we're doing and have your own ceremony at home. January 11th, we have another bingo coming up, so that'll be this Wednesday. And so if anybody can help with that, that would be super appreciated, and you would get a hold of Juliet. Okay, I wasn't sure. I'm looking at her going, still you, right? Okay, January 12th, we have an exciting new class starting with Reverend Judy, and it is called This Thing Called You. And that is in the afternoon at 1:30, starting January 12th, which is a Thursday. And on Tuesdays, starting on January 17th, we have a class with Reverend Joanne, and it's at 6:30. It's called Meditation is More Than You Think, and I'll be there too. So if that helps, come sign up. Both the sheets for those classes are out on the tables there this week. Okay. On January 22nd, we have our exciting potluck lunch following the service. So make sure you come out for that. If you're at home watching, write it on your calendar. Can't miss the potluck. Also, our membership forms are in the programs with the new year. Make sure that you're filling out your membership form for the center so that you get your emails and invitations for any upcoming things. Okay? Now, we're going to have the reading of the Science of Mind magazine, which flew off our shelves. So we're going to use my cell phone, and Pat is going to come up and read that with us. And she's assured me she can do this, so here we go. And I don't
don't have my, I got my long distance glasses on, so this should work. Okay. Whoop. We all came from the one. In our version of things, God is not a commanding officer, nor even a presence apart from its own creation. It is aware of all things because it is all things, as the intelligence that permeates and the form that outpictures. That's by Jesse Jennings, More Than We Seem. The search for union passes into the realization not that we are just with or in, but that we are of God. One with or in implies separation. The great realization is that we are of all that which is. We are some part of it. Ernest Holmes, 365, Science of Mind, page 110. So those were the two affirmations. We began at a point, not in time, but in consciousness, as cells. Heart cells produce heart cells. Brain cells produce and multiply more brain cells, and so on. Cantaloupe seeds produce cantaloupes, not broccoli. The heart cells know to reproduce heart cells only. We began as a loving consciousness, created from itself, each having its own variety, color, and size. Yet we are all from the same original loving God consciousness. We continue to be that loving consciousness, even though many of us are unaware. We may act in a non-loving way, not realizing who we really are or what we can experience. We might see others as separate from ourselves. When two dogs meet in a park, they will most likely sniff each other, but their tails keep wagging, and with agreement, they play, dance together, run circles around the park. Unfortunately, it may take humans a bit longer to recognize friend or foe, as we have a tendency to come from a place of judgment. It is time for a new realization. We all have come from the same original seed in beautiful, perfect varieties. With acceptance of each variation, there are new colors, tastes, sizes, and ideas. Let us accept all as the living presence of the one Creator. Let us be the kind, caring humans we are meant to be. And your affirmation for today is, this year I accept the love I am and share it openly.
Thank you. Awesome. I'm so glad I found that one today. We didn't have to repeat one from last year. That was beautiful. Okay, so now we get to introduce our lovely, wise Reverend Judy Andersen, and she's going to take us through the bowl burning today.
Well, let's begin with a spiritual mind treatment, or if you choose to call it an affirmative prayer. Right here and right now, I declare the good of this day. I choose to enter into it fully. I choose to look at the good that I am, the good that the universe itself is, because the universe itself I see as the body of God. Universal mind, universal spirit, I choose to call God. And I know that that spirit, that allness works through each and every one of us. And to the extent that we choose to admit it into our experience, it guides and directs, supports and nourishes. And I know that today, truly, all good is mine today, as it says in the song, because I open myself to allow the flow of all good, all God, to me, through me, and from me, enhancing and making beautiful and pure and holy every moment of each day. I give loving thanks knowing this is so, and so it is. And our burning bowl ceremony is always a special day. And it's made a little more special today because we have with us Susan O'Connor. Just lost your last name for a minute. Susan, stand up and let us give you some applause. Yeah. She left us for the warmer shores of the Vancouver area, but it's so wonderful to see you back, Shining Susan. That's my name for her. Keep it in mind. She truly is a shining light in our world. So thank you for being with us, even though the occasion you're here for is not such a happy one. But let's get on with our burning bowl. And the quotation I found that I sent out this morning and is on Facebook says, "Are you in earnest? Then seize this very moment. What you can do or dream you can, begin it. Boldness has genius, power, and magic in it. Only engage, then the mind grows heated. Begin, and then the work will be completed." By the German philosopher and writer Goethe. I don't know how to pronounce his name, but it's Goethe. Does anybody know the right pronunciation? All right. Then we'll just thank him for those wise words. The big thing is that seize this very minute. What you can do or dream you can, begin it. That's where it starts, is begin it. And we do this every year, and every year it is truly a special occasion. It makes a change in our very experience of life, if we let it. We make fresh footprints on life itself. And to help us grow into our highest and best way of life, it's sometimes necessary to release, to let go of limiting beliefs, old negativity, old stuff that is weighing us down. That's what the burning bowl is about. And that lets us think our way into a healthier, kinder, more prosperous way of being. That's what today is all about. It's my wish for each one of us that this day and every day is a little more prosperous, a little more loving, a little richer, a little more joyous, because that's what we're here, truly, that's what we're here to experience. It's not goal setting. You can treat it like that if you want, but I would suggest you reconsider if you think it's about setting goals. It's about creating intentions to guide us through the endless process of of becoming. Can't read my own words here. So I read something in the last month somewhere that talked about New Year's resolutions, etc., as being not about a goal, but as a process, and addressing it as a process, rather than as an end result. So you might give some thought to that in the work we do today. For example, I want to release 20 pounds this year, rather than stating in my letter to myself that I now weigh blah, blah, blah. I'm going to write, this year my intention is to feed my body as carefully as I feed my mind, to nurture it with healthy foods in healthy quantities that support the best health and function of my body. Something like that, to address the process rather than an end result. Get it? Got it. And it's your choice. You get to do it the way you want to. I'm not going to be seeing what you write. So I want to give you one example, and I've used this the last few years, and I'm probably going to use it next year too. In January 2019, on our Burning Bowl day, I wrote that intention of dropping 30 pounds. It got to be true, it really came about, but it came about through cancer. And actually 40 pounds came off. So that's one of the hazards if you just give an end goal of your intention rather than the process of getting there. I don't think any of you would want to achieve your weight loss by going through what I went through that year. Got it? So if you opt for the process, what's another goal somebody might have? Give me one that. What is that? Meditate more. All right. So instead of just saying meditate more, you might be writing on your letter, I take joy in meditating daily and many times a day. Whatever, something like that. Address the process rather than the end result. So does that give you a little guidelines for what you're going to do? Now, Lena, you're here so handy. Will you take the basket and hand out a piece of the letterhead and an envelope to each person? And the first thing you're going to do is address the envelope to yourself, not to the center, your own mailing address. So it's ready after you write your letter. And then there are a few clipboards here, and at the ends of the rows, take a clipboard, or else just use the back of a songbook to write on. And you're going to write a letter to yourself, saying, "Dear self," and you're going to write a letter of how you want to be, how you want to experience this year. Remembering, if you choose to go for process rather than end result.
There are some extra pens up here if anybody needs one.
Give those to whoever else in need.
I'll take the pins around.
I don't need one, thank you. Hey, come back. Actually, I do need one. Thank you. Pardon?
Pens.
Oh, I think Joanne is running around with, well, leave me that one actually. Here, Haley's. Here you go, I gave mine away. Oh, and you don't want that paper yet? Oh, yeah, it's, yep. And we'll allow about 10 minutes for your letter writing starting now. No, I'll give Mommy's going to use that. And Lena and Haley are going about just picking up the ones that are finished, not to rush you if you haven't finished. You keep writing. We know that side got their papers first, so, yeah. Seal your envelope. Keep your clipboard. You'll need it still. Okay, it looks like we're pretty close to finished. You finish your letter and seal it in your envelope. And the next step is, and Lena and Haley are bringing about little wee pieces of paper. And the goal with this little piece of paper, that on it you write just single words of things that might stand between you and the good that you expressed for yourself in your letter. Whether it's anxiety, lack of belief, what is it? Is it a past belief system of not being good enough? You might write on worthiness. And you can write up and down and across, so long as you get the words written on that little piece of paper. That is enough. It doesn't have to be readable by anybody, including yourself. So if you've got those little pieces of paper, that's what the burning bowl is for. And if anybody needs another piece, once Lena's finished her rounds on that side, you stick up your hand and she'll bring you another piece if you need it. But with many of us, it's just a single word or two. Worthiness, lack and limitation. Belief in having only barely enough. Find words, try just as short as you can make it, expressions of what it is that is in your consciousness that's standing between you and the good you wish to experience.
Well, you got away with it for a little while, Maureen, but you still have to write that fellow a letter. You know, and I know you don't want to, but you're gonna have to. I seen you struggling. Yeah, you wrote myself a letter. Yeah, that's great. Isn't that the funniest thing? I talk to myself a lot, but I don't write myself any letters. Okay, because I lost too many letters. Yeah.
Anybody who's not done their letter, when you're done, you can just put it in the basket at the end if you like. When everything's done. So Haley, you can put the basket now. I think everybody's welcome. Let's sit down and write on.
they build that whole house just to rip it down. Yeah.
Could I turn this way and then you can stand over here if you have to read or?
Oh, there's nothing I'm going to have to do with that. All right, now we're ready for the exciting part of this. And okay, get it right out of the throat. Good. Now, Reverend Joanne and I are both going to stand here on either side of you. Now. I'm not doing too bad. I'm going to demonstrate. What happens, I put my words on this piece of paper. See what happens to it. That, my age consciousness, my belief in unwellness, has gone into the nothingness from which it came. And Reverend Joanne is going to affirm that to me. Whew. You're not supposed to.
Reverend Judy, I know for you that as this year opens, it opens doors to vitality, energy, strength, and power. That is your truth, and so it is.
Thank you. What am I affirming for you?
Oh, that I attract harmony.
Reverend Joanne, I know right here and right now that you don't need to attract harmony, because in truth you are harmony. The center of your being is total harmony with self, with God, with your fellow beings, with every creature on this planet. You are in harmony with the one song of the universe. And so it is. All right, now everybody who's ready, from up, turn the microphone on.
Do you want to drop it? Do you want to drop it on there?
Reverend Joanne and I will take turns. Whatever you're ready on that, we call them. Everything that's left is just because they need my okay. Okay. What, do you want to drop it in yourself? With yourself. We're going to go. Oh, all right. You want to go see Reverend Joanne and Reverend
I already did it.
Oh, you did, okay. And Donna, you did that. Well, I hope you've enjoyed the Burning Bowl ceremony for 2023, and I'll call on Lena again to do the closing of our service. And thank you for participating. It is so meaningful and so special to me too.
Thank you so much, Reverend Judy. So much emotion in this room. It's a beautiful way to begin this year. Again, we keep beginning the year over and over here at the center. We always are beginning again and again. Okay, so we are going to move on now with the closing of our service, which begins with the prosperity affirmation. And so again, that's in your programs. So if you will join me. It is. And here we go. My experience of abundance fills and overflows, washing away any need to hold my good to myself. And so I share and let the good flow freely, knowing that as I give, I am constantly replenished. I count my blessings and live from a grateful heart. Life is good, so am I, and so it is. And at the front here, we do have a basket for contributions. You can drop those off after the service. You can also donate through our website, cslreddeer.com, or by mail to Red Deer Center for Spiritual Living, Box 28075, Red Deer, Alberta, T4N 7C2. And so that, of course, was for the people at home. And now we'll have some beautiful music from Edith and our band.
A song called All Is Well. It's by Doug LeBeau. And then we're going to do the piece Be Unto Thee, Stranger, in the middle of that. Donna's going to do that by Ernest Holmes. Okay?
All is well, and I am grateful. All is well, and now it's time to let it go. All is well, and I am grateful. Life is good, and so am I.
Peace be unto thee, stranger. Peace be unto thee, stranger. Enter and be not afraid. I have left the gate open, and thou art welcome to my home. There is room in my house for all. I have swept the hearth and lit the fire. The room is warm and cheerful, and you will find comfort and rest within. The table is laid, and the fruits of life are spread before thee. The wine is here also. It sparkles in the light. I have set a chair for you where the sunbeams dance through the shade. Sit, rest, refresh your soul, eat of the fruit, drink of the wine. All is yours, and you are welcome.
All is well, and I am grateful. All is well, and now it's time to let it go. All is well, and I am grateful. Life is good, and so it is.
That was a beautiful song.
Thank you. Very beautiful, and the poem by Ernest Holmes. It's a wonderful thing. I just have one thing more I wanted to say. The letters that you wrote will be kept in a drawer of a file cabinet and mailed to you Oh, maybe around Easter time, and then you can check on your progress and see if you want to write yourself another letter.
Thank you, Judy. And yes, Donna, that was beautiful, adding the poem by Ernest Holmes. Thank you. Super heartfelt. Before we do the closing and affirmation, I just have one more announcement. We're going to be having the carpets cleaned here in the sanctuary. So after the service, if we could have anybody who's able help us stack the chairs, and before we move on for our coffee and snacks and visiting. Okay? So we will move on now to our closing affirmation. And here we go. This day I know that the perfection of spirit is active in my body and in the body of my affairs. I am well, wise, prosperous, and joyous. Anything unlike this truth gently falls away from my experience, leaving me free to love my life. And I do, and so it is. And now we have I love myself.
Everybody can stand and hold hands.
Myself the way I am, there's nothing I need to change. I'll always be the perfect me, there's nothing to rearrange. I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can, and I love myself just the way I am. I love you the way you are, there's nothing you need to do. When I feel the love inside myself, it's easy to love you. Behind your fears, your rage and tears, I see your shining star, and I love you just the way you are. Love the world the way it is, 'cause I can clearly see that all the things I judge are done by people just like me. So till the birth of peace on earth that only love can bring, I'll help it grow by loving everything. I love myself the way I am, and still I want to grow. But change outside can only come when deep inside I know I'm beautiful and capable of being the best me I can. And I love myself just the way I am. I love myself just the way I am.
Can you close? Yes. I will certainly. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you. Please just know with me once again the good of this day, the joy of this day, the joy of the peace, of the harmony that has unfolded through this burning bowl ceremony that we have participated in with open hearts, with open minds, for a desire for good and only good. I declare right here and right now, it is done. The good is ours as we open ourselves to receive it. And so it is.
And so it is.
Now we'll do, yes, there's peace on earth, and it's on page 114 if you need the words.